brother.
Welcome to thine own brother. I have it backwards. Let me do that again. Welcome to thine own brother. Thine being me, as in mine own brother. Cheff.
He can't be using this the whole time.
Why?
Because you're gonna.
I found it behind an arcade game.
You're gonna poke someone.
I'm gonna use this to command the podcast, so we all know who the ruler of the podcast is. Me.
So this
Nathan.
This week we have a special guest.
Welcome our special guest of this week, Paul B. Cummings. Come on in. I'm guiding the way.
Is this real?
Oh, that's probably pretty loud.
Not sharp.
It's real.
Poke your eye.
It's real, but it,
You go, I found this behind our arcade game.
it did. It was over there behind Dirt Dash.
I was thinking maybe this.
You can't do
Welcome to the show.
Thanks. You can't do this while we're doing this.
What's he doing?
He goes, the Goodwill. You missed it. You were out of the room just 2 minutes ago. He goes, the Goodwill was calling me. It led me to this device. It's a transistor radio, and the batteries don't fit in it. It's broken. It's a piece of shit.
It takes AA batteries?
It takes 3 AA's.
It won't fit the third one.
Maybe it takes 2.5.
I think it can't fill it up with tinfoil.
Well, also,
No!
Like the,
that doesn't well, maybe.
No.
Okay.
You can't.
I think you can.
Or like a big, or a long spring. Put a long spring in there.
Someone else could probably maybe like.
good.
Josh could make that work.
You can't fiddle with this the whole
I just
time.
want to
Call mine own.
He goes, I just want to try and get. It's like, how long do we have to sit here?
I just need to get the screwdriver.
What is he gonna do with that
I
thing?
want to see. It's for the movie.
What is it? Oh, for your movie?
Not the movie we previously mentioned where he needs one more prop to finish it.
That's a short
not the
movie.
prop.
That's a short movie. This is
Still waiting
This one is
on
for a feature movie. Cheff is gonna shoot a movie before we do.
He's just gonna sit here fucking with this thing for the whole hour.
Well, did you hear the reason he went to why the Goodwill was calling him was because he wanted to go there to get a phone for the call-in service.
Came out.
He was going to get a phone for the call-in service for the podcast. He wanted to get a multi-channel.
It's breaking the radio. Look, you can see it's bowing out.
What a piece of junk! Everything
Man,
you get. That does look pretty cool though.
Yeah.
It works.
Hold on.
It's gonna break it.
Hold
Turn the
on.
volume
Wait.
You can't turn the volume down.
That's as quiet as it gets.
That is so.
That's
weird.
impossible.
Can I ask a question? Turn this
I
down.
can't believe it's still
I don't break
I
this.
can't believe it's still FM and AM stations.
Things that's cool. Why do you need this to actually work for the movie?
Because I want to be able to
This is
use it and
cool.
tune through and stuff.
This
Add it in
is
later.
really
Add
cool.
it in
I
post.
know.
International.
It
Let's
doesn't-
show everybody Chepp's new
But it
purchase.
doesn't sound.
It might come out
It doesn't have a
of
real sound.
This might come
You
out
can
of
record the
focus.
sound from somewhere else.
Is that out of focus? Yeah, it's out
Who
of focus.
cares?
Give me that. I just turned it on. I want to see what it does.
We're not gonna sit here seeing what it does.
I know.
That's cool. Is it only radio stations?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to work.
Yeah,
you
I
can
know,
add the
but-
sound effects
But
later.
I want like this.
You can get that.
I want.
You can add that in post.
I want to do it. He said.
Because it'll have a pace to it. You know when I do it.
You can make the.
Well, the reason Chepp went to
You got turned off.
we already have horrible video and audio quality, and then that thing's gonna be during the whole thing. This is gonna be the first successful episode.
Stopped working.
First episode, horrible audio. Second episode, video stopped working. This one, the video has to work.
And the audio has to sound good. I
Has
feel
to sync
it's gonna
up.
Be quiet. Yeah, no, it'll be. This
I
is
can
gonna
crank
be
the audio.
This is gonna be the one. This is
This is gonna be the one, and this is also gonna be the episode where I start loading them. Cheff
Gotta stop that.
I'm trying to find the classical station.
We don't want to hear classical music right now.
This is so annoying. Like to anyone.
You can't
listening-
bring toys on the episodes after this.
All right, give him 5 seconds
can't
of
control the
music.
volume.
Go ahead.
That's as quiet as it gets.
He's gonna get flagged uploading this now.
Yeah.
Recognize
Oh, yeah.
that
They're gonna
music.
recognize that music, and then they're gonna claim it.
All right, you gotta
AM.
put this away.
Another
This
reason.
couldn't be less
Another
than-
reason this is gonna be the most successful episode
Dang, man, I'm disappointed.
is because I cut my own hair. I don't have a long rotten ponytail anymore. No one can see it. I guess 'cause I always wore a
It
hat.
looks cool though.
Thanks. I like it.
I
It looks real
want to
good.
take the battery.
I trimmed it
It's
up.
gonna bust.
All right, after this, I feel like it's a child.
Put away the radio. This is the commander. You have to listen to me when I have the sword. Paul, you gotta stay back
Take the price tag.
for whenever
Can just put it away.
when I'm reprimanding Cheff.
Can you put this somewhere that's not in his eyesight? Because he's gonna play with it.
Oh,
and
look
mess
at that
around.
thing.
The reason you went to the Goodwill, Cheff, was to get a phone.
Look what I got.
You didn't get a phone.
And he got a calculator.
A calculator.
It's
Let's
70s.
show 'em.
It's from the 70s with the original case
That's pretty cool.
and the manual.
Don't
I can
look
sell that
don't
on
look too
eBay.
close.
I can sell that on Etsy or eBay.
This is all he does.
Don't sell that. That's cool. I'll use
I
that.
could probably make like $7.
I'll use
off
that in a video.
He constantly buys shit, and he goes, "I can sell
Let me
it."
see, I'll look at
Hold on,
it.
hold on. What happened to those jeans you bought? That you quarter? How
gotta
much?
sell
How
those.
much you spend? Yeah, I gotta sell those.
I
You
got
never
them.
say.
I got
you never sell
I talked her
anything.
down $3 or $4.
And how much did you say you
Wow.
sell it
It has an on
for?
switch.
You're not getting $60.
It doesn't work. Doesn't turn on.
I don't have the batteries in it. Do you have
Yeah,
AAA
well.
batteries with you?
What's in that book?
Careful with that manual.
This is a cool
That's a
calculator.
sell point. That manual,
Be
like
careful.
having these kind of things.
Be careful with that manual.
Oh, wow, it
Seriously.
takes like a
when
real
you see those
battery.
things online,
It takes
comes
AA
with-
batteries.
Comes with manual.
This is awful, by the way. Everything we've talked about so far.
Yeah, this is the worst episode we have. But it looks the best and sounds the best.
Yeah, that's true. Quality goes down in one way.
Mm-hmm. Content goes
this
down.
time.
Well, we have some things to talk about.
All right, let's put this.
There's a
away.
major update.
Evan!
Oops. It's fine.
Give it to me.
No, we're not giving it to you because you're
You
gonna
can't
play.
chew that kind of stuff. That's sloppy.
Look at you!
I know. I just like to eat. That's like chomping.
I can do
Yeah.
this too.
No,
Cake is
chomp.
different.
Everybody hates when you chomp in your videos. It's always.
Give me
Who
the
said that?
It's always comments. Stop eating. Stop chewing. We can hear you smacking your lips.
This is a
No,
collector's item.
that's you saying that in my own life. Normally.
That too.
Seriously, this is a collector's item. I think.
Seriously?
There's
Nobody
there's no
cares.
collector's item calculator.
How much was it?
$2.99.
And how much do you think you're gonna sell it for?
I'm gonna try $15. I'm gonna try to sell it.
I'll give.
But
Don't
if
sell
I get
that.
10, I'll be.
I'll buy it. Don't sell that. I like that. I'll
It's
use
just gonna be
it.
something you throw away later.
I'll use it in a trail video or something.
I'll
It's
sell
day
it for
looking.
Okay,
$10.
what are we talking about?
There's a major update in Cheff's own life.
What is the major update?
The girl from the first episode reached out to him recently.
Oh.
We haven't even filled everyone
What'd she
in on
say?
that.
What'd she say? I don't know anything about this.
This is
I
a
was
girl-
gone for a week.
Oh, PBC was in
I was in
Maui, living the adventure of his life.
So what happened while I was gone? The girl, she got in touch
That's why we didn't have an episode
Yeah,
last week.
last night.
For all 6 of you that watched.
last night.
Yeah, Paul, our producer.
Oh, I never started the
I
timer.
got this sword.
Our
coming
producer
from
was
you.
in
What do you think? It's been
Maui.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
You're looking for topless beaches.
I wasn't. I don't go to strip clubs, but did you know they don't have them in the Maui?
That's cool.
No billboards,
Yeah.
no strip clubs.
No billboards, which is great.
That's
You
cool,
drive
too.
around. Yeah.
That's not the kind of place for a
So,
modern man.
well, I thought you were going to tell me a story from while I was gone.
Did you see any of the rope swings on the side of the little roads
No,
on the
I didn't.
beaches? I went to a rope swing in Maui. I was just riding the moped. What was I on? No, I was driving a car. And then I saw a rope swing on the side of the road right on this little tiny little beach. And I swung on the rope swing on a tree, and there was a giant sea turtle. You see that picture I posted a long time ago?
I sure didn't.
It's on my Instagram. There's a giant sea turtle right there on the beach. I thought it was a
It's so
rock.
weird. I had a dream that you deleted your Instagram. I just remembered this.
Nope,
right
sure
now.
got it still.
I know you
14,000 followers.
I had a dream last
Make it 15,
What happened
guys.
to the girl? Okay, tell us.
But wait, the turtle, I went over to it, and it was dead. It was just laying there. It's like this.
man.
I thought it was
No,
alive.
he's stupid. It was
You guys are
hiding.
idiots. I'll
It was
show you right
sleeping.
now. It was not sleeping. I touched it. I poked it. It didn't
Where am I
move.
come from?
I was
Yeah,
seeing.
look
I was
at them.
checking if it was dead. I
think
poked
get
it.
Fine for touching.
I
it,
poked
they
its
told me.
shell.
That told me that was a fine.
Oh, screw the
Nathan, those
fine.
things
I'm
are
a bad
deep
boy.
sleepers.
What did the? Yeah, they can.
It is not. That thing was not.
They hold their
asleep.
breath for 5 hours.
It was like chewed up.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
I'll show you the picture. You guys are idiots. You don't even look at my own pictures.
Oh, God.
It was years ago, man. I can't remember.
It was
everything
like
you
maybe
do.
a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Can you tell us what happened? The girl
That's
texted
a-
you and said what? Update.
If he's not interrupting.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
one cares about this turtle.
I want to show you the turtle.
Um,
Hey, don't throw, you idiot! You gotta go get that.
I don't know where it went.
It went behind F-Zero. You can't throw those around. I keep it clean in here.
This is one. It landed on Neo Geo. I'll get it later. Go ahead.
so, I don't know. There's nothing really to tell. I don't know why he even brought it up.
I don't know. He said there was an update.
What did the girl say to you?
She texted me last night, and she's like,
Wait,
she'll
how
never
much-
see this unless I start like hanging out with her. So even so, I don't care. But you know,
But
I
we-
just don't want to embarrass myself. What?
You don't want to embarrass yourself. Of all the things you've told everybody.
She's a potential true romance.
Really?
You telling me that thing's not dead?
Oh, that thing's dead.
It's like white.
Definitely dead.
It might not be dead. It looks like it's freshly strewn the
That
sand.
thing is dead.
Go on my Instagram, Bathan Arnett, and go 108 weeks ago.
Okay.
You'll
It
see
might be laying
All right.
eggs.
All right.
Wow.
So go ahead.
Or I
What'd
can
she
put it
say?
on the
She
screen.
texted me last night and she said, at 9:15, she said, I was thinking about Burning Man, and then that made me think of you. I just wanted to say hi.
Definitely
That
likes
was
him.
Kind of a flirty thing.
That you don't just say, "Oh, I was thinking of you"
horny.
for no reason. That makes you horny. Hearing a girl text with someone.
I mean,
Why wouldn't it?
my friend, you know. Why can't that make me horny?
You're a hair trigger.
9:15. You know.
9:15. Ooh, it's so late.
Horny
And she's
werewolf.
thinking naughty thoughts.
So
This is
anyway,
a 9:15, you know?
flirty thing, don't you
Yeah.
think?
How much talking have you done since 3 weeks ago when we did the first episode?
I talked to her one time in between.
Okay.
She texted me and said blah 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 blah, and then I left her because I kind of felt like the energy. I didn't feel like she was feeling it. I didn't want to invest all my love into her.
Invest all my
That's
love
all my
into
love.
her.
I was ready to give her all my love, and then I decided
When
not
you
to.
say stuff
If
like
she
that,
wasn't
you
gonna-
sound. I mean, that
Romantic?
sounds so much more perverted than
Oh.
anything I could ever say.
Sounds romantic.
Does not sound romantic. If you told a girl, I can't wait to invest all my love in you, you know what that sounds like.
Because you're a horny werewolf.
I'm not the horny
You
werewolf.
are the horny
I am
werewolf.
not the horny werewolf. I'm the
Yes.
horny daytime, nighttime.
No.
No,
No,
don't
no,
put
no,
this
no.
on me.
He taught us to be horny.
That is a little true. Wait,
Yeah.
listen, this is what it
Yeah,
is. Shefford is not the horny. Shefford is a horny zombie because all day, all long, he's always horny, walking the streets during daytime. You're the horny werewolf because it's a secret and you keep it to yourself and you tell us about it. That werewolf turns on you.
I was like, just like, I like girls and whatever. But then when you moved out, I started noticing girls' butts, and I was like, whoa.
This makes
And
me
then I
sound really
Only because
perverted.
you were more vocal about it.
No,
Me, Seth,
because
and I were always
Oh.
quiet because
We're
you're so
outspoken about it.
outspoken
I'm
about
not
everything.
outspoken. No, that makes me sound like I'm out.
To
Yeah,
your
woo.
friends.
No, just to us, personal conversation.
And I was like, oh, Paul really talks about all kinds
like,
of
oh, Paul likes
naughty
girls
stuff.
too.
This is really not gonna look good for me.
You're a horny werewolf. What do you
That doesn't
expect?
make me a werewolf. That makes me all day,
Yeah,
all
because you
night.
come out at night when you with your
He's
own
the
friends.
werewolf. He comes out at night.
24/7. Jeff is always horny.
Not
He's like,
24/7.
oh, I'm horny all the time.
Where
He's a
you
zombie.
going?
He's
Where you going?
I'm Jeff. Drive me nuts.
Oh, anyway, but no, see, that's a good thing. You kind of exfoliated us.
Horny werewolf is a term for someone that only gets horny at night.
Yeah.
That's you, 9 p.m. when you're
no,
with your friends.
he is 24/7 horny.
But he doesn't
I don't
vocalize
like
it.
say horny. I just say like what's the other word?
Oh my
Aroused.
God.
What is it?
I don't like to say
Arousal
horny, I like to say
werewolf?
Aroused. I'm the
Yeah.
arousal werewolf.
Arousal
Yes.
werewolf.
See, everything you say, you make it.
I say horny werewolf for you because a werewolf turns at
I am
night.
a horny
Oh.
werewolf because I get.
But you're a werewolf
Aroused
all
at
day.
night.
Yeah.
But
You
Paul
get
is
aroused in the
always
day
aroused.
get aroused at night.
Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, it's nighttime.
The sun goes down.
No, but he's always aroused.
I'm not always aroused.
That's what I learned from you, and you couldn't.
No,
That's
I
what
say
I learned
he's the
from
werewolf
you.
and you're the
Of all-
zombie because you're just always during the daytime. You're like you see J. Crew catalog. You go, oh, look at the girls in
Just
J. Crew
because I can
catalog.
just I'm like a I don't even know. I'm like a magnifying glass for beauty. Like I just like see any shred of beauty and it just amplifies 10,000,000%.
Yeah, I understand that. I got that same condition, but you are the
Being a
vocal
guy,
one.
That
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah.
But most
You're
guys
an
keep
idiot.
it in unless they're at
Well,
9,
anyway,
unless
that
it's 9
girl-
p.m. with their own friends.
That girl texted me and this and that. We were having another talk and whatever, and then I invited her to hang out with me,
And
and I think she said yeah.
I think she said yes.
I
said,
think
like,
she said yes.
Well, I
How
said
do
to
you
her,
not-
I might be in your area tomorrow. I won't say where she lives, but I'll be in your area tomorrow. And then she's like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, "If I'm around, I'll text you, and if you want to hang out," she's like, "Yeah, that'd be cool," or something.
This was yesterday?
yeah.
So you
last
didn't text
night.
her?
I didn't go there today. And
Why
then,
not?
Because I didn't end up.
Because he was at the Goodwill looking for calculators.
Yeah, calculators and transistor
Things that don't
radios.
And then I said, "Did you watch Jodorowsky's Dune yet?" And she's like, "No, I haven't seen it yet." And then I was like, "Oh, I have it. If you want to see it." I'm
You
like,
do?
She's like, "Oh," she goes, "I don't like to watch movies alone, though." That's what she said to me.
Is that an invitation or is that a get
Well,
away
I
from
don't
me?
know. I just took
Of course, that's an invitation.
That's what we're going to ask the
I made an
callers to
assumption.
call in.
I made an
Yeah.
assumption that said, and I said, well,
Made
I
an
own that movie. If you want to see it,
I'll bring it over. We can watch it together if you don't mind hanging out with like a cool guy like me. I made a joke and whatever.
Yeah, that's a joke.
So, you said that
And then
today?
she said, "Cool." Face and then sunglasses face.
That's my favorite emoji.
Half throwing up.
Yeah, winky.
Wink with the tongue.
Yeah.
Wait, so now you're just waiting for her throw up face to
Well,
say
I told
something
her,
else?
I texted her, and then she said, "Cool," but I didn't go over there. So
This
then I
is
didn't
the
text
most anticlimactic.
So I don't
her. But I said, "Do you
understand
think
what's
that's
happening
good?
now.
I think that's kind of flirty.
I don't understand why you didn't. Yeah, I don't
Just
understand
to
why.
reach out to me and say,
Yeah,
"Hey."
sure, all that's flirty. Everything's flirty. I don't understand why you didn't go then hang out with her? I'm confused.
Because I had other things to do today.
That's
What?
why
I was
you don't
listening
have
to
a
music.
girlfriend.
Then I
you come
can't-
this
I can't-
close to the
yeah,
finish
I can't
line.
listen to you complain
That's like-
about girls anymore if you're gonna go get transistor radio.
Because I'm trying to not. I need that for my movie. Where is that?
It's over there.
It's over
Don't
there.
worry about
I
it.
thought you
It's
were
safe
listening
and
on
sound.
display.
No, it's on the ground. It's totally
Back
safe.
at the office.
Yeah.
Thine
Totally
own
safe.
brother.
I'm waiting for him.
That's
to
like
buy
running a marathon. Like,
Oh,
here's
yeah.
I'm gonna go to the hardware store. You don't cross the
No,
finish line.
because anyway,
you go and you buy some crappy device.
Her situation is important to me, but my movie situation is more pressing. It's been coming up quickly.
But you
I
could
have
go
to
to the
get
Goodwill
this
tomorrow.
on.
You're not filming tomorrow.
I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we want to do one more follow-up from last week because now we did the follow-up from the date. And there is a follow-up for your invention, too, the car cover.
Oh,
So-
major follow-up on Cheff's invention, the car
We should
cover.
put the link in the description.
I'm gonna put the
video.
link and I'll
So
put
we found
the
a
image
video-
on the screen.
We found a
Oh,
video.
I didn't watch that video.
Okay, well,
But
it's a
my
video.
cousin Chris sent me a message on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Our cousin Chris is the one who pointed out that Cheff's invention has been invented
There's a video
already.
of the.
Well,
what
that's
country?
not
What country?
perfected.
All
Okay,
over.
What country
The-
is it?
I-
they do it? Whatever. This
some
guy puts up this
Asian
video of
country.
these people that cover up their cars. These cars are the laughing stock of this country. The absolute laughing stock.
No, they are.
They're
No.
hideous.
They're so
Everybody
ugly.
hates. Yeah,
They're
it's
stupid, they
awful.
look fake,
It's
they're
awful.
cheap.
Your invention exists, and it's awful.
That's
It
like
sucks.
saying virtual reality. The virtual boy exists, but the vibe. Is
No,
like
because
the
that
same
wasn't
thing.
truly virtual. This is truly doing exactly what you want. It's the covering your car.
Mine is like beyond the vibe, and this is like
Basically,
We
this
can't-
is his way of saying mine would be better, but we can't
If
prove
was-
it because that doesn't exist.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And it's physically impossible to bend.
'Cause
play with
people
your
have tried
I
it.
crunch some numbers. Here.
crap.
So there's the update. That invention stinks. So
Now we gotta see if someone has invented a change
All those
catcher in the
laughs-
river.
All those
Hey,
laughs
I was-
are worth $1 million. Like the fact that people were just enjoying the.
You're not supposed to be laughing at the car, the
It doesn't
cool
matter as long
car.
as you're benefiting society in some way.
so then Virtual Boy was a huge benefit to society then.
Because everyone laughed
everybody
at it.
laughed at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just
No.
saying, it's a technology level.
Hey, so I
Mine
was
is up here.
unrelated to this. I was flying home whatever day, and Laura's like, "Oh, I need snacks. I need snacks for the plane." I was like, "Oh, okay. This market's kind of out of the way. We had to go anyway, and we still got there super early." And then I was telling her how Seth and Zach.
Jerkway?
No, Seth and Zach had a flight to Massachusetts.
Oh,
and
yeah, I remember
They're on
this.
their way to the airport, and Seth goes, "Oh, crap, I forgot my peanut butter sandwich." They turned around, got their peanut butter sandwiches, missed the flight.
But
He missed the flight for
but-
a peanut butter sandwich. And I
but-
said, "You idiot." He goes, "I was going to be so hungry on that flight. What was I going to do?" He's like,
Buy a peanut butter sandwich on the plane?
But when we missed the flight, I had something to eat all that time while we waited for the next flight.
"But you could have just made your flights."
Yeah.
It probably
but-
ended up.
Yeah, so then you ate the sandwich while you're waiting, and you got on the plane, had no food.
It probably ended up costing you, God knows
No, I
how
had
much.
2 sandwiches.
How much?
Oh, God.
It's like to
Fully
Massachusetts.
prepared.
To Massachusetts is a 5-hour flight. You need 2 sandwiches. And how
I've
much did
gone
you pay?
24
How much
hours
did you pay
without
to get-
eating.
How much did you pay to get on another flight?
We didn't pay.
How'd you just?
I don't know. We told them, oh, we missed our flight.
I can't believe. I mean, first off, he already left super late for the airport, like playing
Yeah.
way too close to the chest, and then turned around for peanut butter sandwiches. Like people keep saying,
That's something Seth and Zach would do.
people keep saying, like, there's a couple comments in this podcast, or even one of Nathan's friends, I don't want to say his name, your brother's a lunatic. And it's because of stuff like that that makes you a lunatic.
That's not insane.
If you are about to miss a flight, anybody out there, would you turn around for your sandwich?
This is because
You don't have to answer. We know. That question isn't for you.
Yeah, I guess so.
The question's
But
not for
no,
you.
because
Kevin,
if you're,
you
on a
should-
plane, if you're sitting on a plane in misery and you're thinking, I can be miserable for 6 hours, or I can risk being comfortable for 6 hours.
Risk being
Go get
comfortable.
my sandwich. I'm gonna go back and enjoy my life.
Unbelievable. No
The-
one.
the-
and you
a
just don't eat
sandwich
for
doesn't-
5 hours.
Yeah, just don't eat.
Misery. Why did I sit on a plane just?
So you can get to your destination.
And then eat a
definitely
buffet when you
on time.
get there.
Whatever you want later.
Take me out of that plane nearly in a body bag.
Oh my god. 5
That's it.
hours.
That's
He's
what-
shaking and just.
And did
Jared
you,
and Cheff.
Did you eat breakfast that morning?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure I did. But I ate a giant bowl of oatmeal with honey and
It drives
raisins.
me crazy.
Paul and
That
I-
shit drives me
Paul
crazy.
and I always say that we could survive anywhere with nothing.
Oh my gosh.
And Chevin
So
and Chevin and Jared always go,
An hour.
you can't out survive us. We're the fit, we're hungry, we've built
We
ourselves
go
up.
camping. Nathan,
Paul and I will
Nathan
go-
and I sleep in the leaves when we go camping. Seth brings out tons of stove. He's got a big thing. He's got lights.
They got they have foam mattresses. They have boiled bottled water. They put in the sleeping bag to stay warm.
pots going
They're
out.
all
One's
eating
making a
scoops
meal.
of peanut butter.
What do you have?
The dirt. Lay down.
Can of beans. We throw it in the fire and kick it over when it explodes.
And then we throw $10 in that fire and burn our
That's
cash.
exactly my point. You guys can't survive.
We survive. We're alive the next day.
I'm just saying, you
Prepared.
need
No.
so many creature
If
comforts.
we were out in the desert for 2 days,
I just wait.
I would live. I would live and you would dry up.
No, I wouldn't. I need the sand. I
But
figure
you
it out.
always go on like the Cheff way, and I'm just like out there or whatever. Yeah, when we go out into the desert or whatever, you just have so many of your creature comforts. You
I
just
bring
can't-
those things with me to restaurants and everything.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Also,
But
well, I guess
I'm just saying, Jared and Cheffid, we need to have Jared on here at some point.
I would
Jared
like
is the
that.
other
He would be
Cheffid.
embarrassed. Yeah.
Jared and Seth have the same brain.
But it was Zach that missed the flight. But Zach's Jared.
But Zach also,
Same
here's
thing.
another
They're
story
twins.
about Zach. Jared and
No,
Zach
we both
are
went on the
twins.
plane.
Yeah,
They
you
both
and
went with you?
Zach
I don't know
and
how
Jared.
he got there with his car.
I can't believe with two people.
You probably took the bus.
You know what's so funny
No,
about that
no.
story?
Oh.
That seems like the kind of thing that one person would be like, "Oh, we got to turn around," and the other person would be like, "No way,
Yeah.
man."
The other
We're
guy's like,
definitely gonna-"
"Okay."
The other guy's like, "Yeah, we should go get
And
him."
it's not even his. He was going back for your sandwich, not him at all.
Yeah, you know, I think he had forgotten food too or something.
This is another thing about Zach. That's the food story about Zach. We're going
Or
somewhere.
maybe he made the best of it.
You know,
He
I got to
food
the
while he was
airport
there.
3 hours early. My flight.
I always get
Insane.
there super early.
Insane. You
I
can't
like
be doing
getting there
that
early.
Well, I
kind
had
of
nothing to do.
Can't be doing that. What's wrong with
We
getting
can't
there
be doing
early?
that kind of thing. Why can't I do that kind of thing?
Because you need to have more of like an adventure in your life. You need to be like,
I'm not.
The
gonna-
trip is the adventure.
Yeah, exactly. I spent a week in Hawaii. I'm not gonna go back because I didn't have
Because,
sandwich.
like,
Driving through traffic on Lincoln Boulevard for a sandwich is not an adventure.
You and
parents go to the airport.
you
early.
and food is just.
Kids don't because they can't drive.
I'm not a kid, but it's like I don't feel like I'm a parent.
This paints the picture well of Zach, Seth, and Jared, who all of them have the same brain.
Jared has taught me a lot of things.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Jared's also the one. Jared gives me some.
I don't know.
Jared and Zach both give me so much material for my characters that you've probably all heard and you didn't even know. Jared and Zach said it the other night. Last night, I did a show last night at UCB with Bryce Onan. First thing he does, he walks in, starts sweating, goes, "What's up with all this Wi-Fi?" Huge laugh because that's actually something Jared Pete said.
He did-
Jared was in
he
the
did
living room
like- yeah.
and he goes, "It's too much Wi-Fi in here.
Nathan had
Giving
like
me a
He
headache."
had a laptop or something like that. He go, get all that Wi-Fi away from me.
No, he wanted to leave the house. He's like, we gotta get out of here.
He could
There's
feel the
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. He was swatting it away from
he
his
was just
face.
doing this to get it away.
That
like
was
this.
when wireless was kind of new. He didn't trust it then.
He
Now
still
he
doesn't
likes
trust
Wi-Fi.
it.
Yeah.
But this other thing
No,
about
he
Zach, this
taught
is a quick
me-
story.
What was I just telling you the other day?
First
He
off,
taught
you
me.
can't say somebody taught you things if they're absolute horseshit.
No,
That's not teaching.
no. He taught me like I could cook my oatmeal, like I could put the cold water in and the oatmeal all at once. And
I
then
do
cook
that all.
faster.
I always said you yell at me every
Like, you know,
time.
with ravioli and pasta.
Oh my
I
God,
do
the
it
way he
with all
cooks-
of it.
Nathan cooks pasta. He puts just the water and the ravioli and then just boils it all in.
Christ it.
Drives
Yeah,
me fucking
it's done in like
nuts.
2 minutes
He
and I
does
eat it.
Everything he puts in his
This much
toaster
water.
too. It's boiled. He burns the
The
outside.
less
Everything.
because the less
The
water, the
inside is
faster it
cold.
boils away and it's ready.
And
Oh
then
my God, you don't
literally,
know how to cook.
I would say 99.9% of the time, he will put something in the toaster, turn it on, walk away, and come back the next
watched
day.
Nathan
the
cook.
next day, and it'll still be in the toaster.
I watched Nathan cook the
My
same
veggie
sausage,
sausages.
the same veggie sausage 3 times.
And
He
then
put-
on the
he
third
put it in-
time, he threw it away.
Yeah.
No.
It was
I've eaten
black
them.
and crusty.
I've eaten them when they're in over 24 hours and I've cooked them 3 times. I'm like, I gotta eat it. I gotta eat it. They're gonna
Yeah,
yell at me.
well, I've
So
also
I eat
seen
it
you
and it's
throw
like a
it away.
rock. And I
I've
eat
also
that
seen you
thing.
throw it away.
I like this. This is my own brother.
Wait a second. This is my own meat.
Nathan puts the veggie sausage in. He just puts it for like 10 minutes. It dings. He's off webbing. He's stuck in the iPhone world.
No,
and then he
no,
comes.
he
then
presses
comes
the
back-
same button for everything he puts in toaster. 30 minutes.
He does.
30 minutes.
Because
babe.
then I have plenty of time to go do what I'm gonna do.
So hold on. So hold on.
French
So
fries.
hold
But let me
on.
explain
Let me
myself.
explain. Let me explain. He cooks the sausages 30 minutes. Ding. He's stuck in the iPhone world.
Hours go by. Oh crap! I forgot about the sausage. It's cold and blackish now.
Just got heat up
Cranks
again.
up another 30 minutes. Ding! He's off doing a show at UCB.
It resets.
The end of the night, he comes
yeah.
back. Third time, he does it a third time. Then finally, that third time, he came back. Oh, totally black, cold.
Or
Hours
it's just
later.
I usually eat it right before I go to bed because I'm like, God, I'll forget about this by tomorrow. So I just sit there and eat it, and then I go to bed. And it's been literally a whole day.
It's almost like when you press the number 2 on a keyboard. I always pretty much know number 2 is going to come up on the screen. If I say, Nathan, I forgot your sausage in the toaster. Oh, dang, I forgot my sausage. Like every time, Nathan, the toaster. Oh, I forgot my sausage. And then I'll say,
Nathan cooks to his sausages.
I love the sausages.
And he eats them on a fork. Eats them on a fork. No condiment.
Yeah, eats it, bites the thing.
What's wrong with that? I just get into the
Fucking
point.
dip in something.
I hate dipping stuff. I hate liquids.
I hate these.
You know that.
Little thing about both the
I hate
Barnett
sauces.
brothers, they hate sauces. They eat salads
Not
with
interested.
no dressing. Drives me crazy.
I eat it raw like a man.
The only condiment I've ever seen Seth use is mustard. And he dips it. He goes like this.
I do the same thing. Sometimes I use ketchup. Sometimes I use ketchup. And I
go
use
to
a
Veggie
little
Grill.
bit.
I'm like, give me 10 sides of ranch, barbecue sauce. Give me everything.
And Paul's fingers all the way up to here.
Oh yeah.
Got sauce.
Also,
Always
Paul
sauce.
came over here and it's like, "What's on your face?"
No way.
Paul
That was frosting.
had frosting on his face, like all over his cheek. He's going like this.
Hey.
You are the sloppiest person I know. You are always.
Laura made cinnamon buns. I had to eat one. I was rushing out of here. It stuck all over my face.
You're the
And
crumb
every
captain.
time
Paul
I
has
say-
crumbs
I
all
am
over
every
all
time
day,
I
and then he's got the juices and sausages the next
Every time I
day.
tell you, yeah,
Yeah,
this is
stains?
stains.
No,
this
I
must be brand
It is.
new.
I just put this on.
Yeah, you
Like,
are
right before it came in.
filthy.
And then every time I go, Paul, you got sauce all over your finger. He goes like this. It's all still there in his cuticles. He doesn't clean it out. He just kind of sucks on it for a second, and it's just up his finger. I'm like, and I see him.
This
like,
podcast isn't about me.
But then I see him doing things.
I don't know how you have a girlfriend. You are filthy.
We're still sitting at the table, and he's continuing to do things with like paper and phones, and he's got the sauce on his hand.
If Adult Swim saw you
Drives me
editing with
nuts.
cream and sauce and spaghetti all over your face and your fingertips, editing a fat nerd, they'd be like, "You're
And
fired."
he's got no fingernails because he chews them down. They're just fleshy
Yeah, the
lumps.
sauce gets stuck in there. Pretty
That's why I chew your fingernails. That's a sauce.
Yeah,
So
well,
you're cleaner.
how about you? We go to Veggie Grill. I've got sauce on my fingers. He's got a sauce on a fork. Seth goes to Veggie Grill.
Sausage on a fork.
Seth goes to Veggie Grill with a smoothie.
In the
We
blender.
talk about this, right?
He makes a smoothie in the blender, takes it off, goes to the store
He brings
with
some-
the smoothie and drinks
Oh
it in the
yeah,
blender.
that's something Jared taught me.
Of course it is!
That's not a teaching.
That's a teaching because then you're saving water and you're not using an extra
Every
glass
time you
to
go,
have-
Oh,
and the
I
person-
can't even talk
the
about
person
this.
ringing us
Like-
always goes. She looked at it. She's like, okay. Then you want to do something with that? And he switches around. He just brings a blender out with him.
No, there's two
Because
things
it's
going
just
on here.
Easy, man.
Jeff,
It's just easy. It's made for drinking. It's got a spout.
Have you ever
It's made for pouring into a cup.
got a handle,
Exactly.
too.
For pouring into a cup.
Yeah.
Not your mouth.
Last week I was driving to the dogs and I was like at a red light and I'm just drinking and I look over. This lady's like looking at me like.
Can you drink out of a blender in your car?
Bring a blender.
First of all,
And I just
drinking
drink
in a cup of any open
Drinking
container in a car, weird. Blender, weirdest thing
Bringing
ever.
it in the car is weird. Bringing it into the restaurant is super weird. And he's never ordering. We're at the counter ordering. He's just mulling around like
Yeah,
this.
we're ordering food, and Jeff was like this,
We always
just looking at what we're ordering, waiting. And then they go, "Oh, and you?" And he goes, "Nah, I'm good." And he has his blender.
Can the camera see the ground right now?
No.
I went to. Is there anywhere I can see?
Here, I'll do a little handheld action.
I went to. This is not.
some
This
production
is not
value.
food related, but I went to CVS with him the other day. Okay, this is a Coinstar machine, right? Pretend this is a Coinstar machine. He goes, "You always gotta check the Coinstar machine. People need a change." CVS, full of people. He goes like this. He's laying down on the ground. He's looking at the Coinstar machine like this. I'm in line. I'm looking over. He's looking like this. He's flat on the ground.
When you do it, like when I see it, it looks different than when I
And
see
there's
it.
a line of people. They're looking at. He looks like a.
I found.
You look like a freak,
I found
man.
6 or 7 cents.
Everywhere we go with you in public, you're doing something weird. You're bringing blender.
I
You're laying down on
learned
the
that
floor.
from Tony.
I learned that. You can't.
That's another person. We can't learn anything from Tony, Jared, or Zach. They're
So
out.
far, here's what you've learned.
Me and
how
Paul.
how to find a dime that Tony taught you, because that's what he came back with, a dime. He goes, see?
Oh,
That's
a
what-
dime.
scrounging
That was a
around.
nickel.
No,
See?
a dime.
Oh no, that's
A
right.
dime.
It was an old dime. It was a 68.
This is why.
Who cares
That's
if it's
why
a
it was a big
68?
deal.
I think that's all silver. Oh no, 64 is all silver.
Who
The
cares?
fact that you know that
Tony
means you're a
taught
true
me.
scrounger.
Tony taught him this bullshit, stupid thing about pennies, the
Pennies?
copper pennies before
Pennies
what
in
year?
1982 50-50, but pre-82,
Pre-
81 and
82.
back are all copper.
They're all copper. So, Nathan.
Copper's worth money.
Now, do you know how much a penny is normally worth? 1 cent.
1 cent. This is
how
worth
much
1.1.
The pre-82 ones worth?
1.2.
Go ahead, Seth.
It varies, but 1.5 to maybe 2 cents.
2 cents.
2 cents.
Or maybe 2.5.
Who cares?
Depends on the market value of the car.
That's what you can't be focusing on. You're talking about living in their life and going on adventures. You're sitting there looking for pennies on the ground. That's not living a life. If you're
Tony
dwelling,
put it pretty.
you're
crystal
dwelling
clear.
on 0.5
Tony said-
cents.
Tony said, think about it. If you've got $20 in pennies and you've got 1.5 value to that, you've got 30, right?
So
$30.
okay, so it's super hard to find those old ones. By the time you do, after a year, and find those old ones, you earn $10.
You find them in an instant.
You can make $10 in 5 minutes in many other
Find
ways.
them in an instant. What do
In
you
an
mean?
instant. It doesn't take an instant to search the
And
globe.
it
No,
takes-
it's not a trouble to me.
And it's mortifying to lay on the ground in a full CVS, sticking your dirty paws under the machine.
I don't
sit
think
there,
about it
I'm
when
sitting
I
there
do
in
it.
line with him like this. I'm looking over. I looked over.
then I came back to the line.
He didn't tell me he was going to do this. And then, so he came back to the line. I wouldn't stand with him.
Yeah, he moved over.
You always do that. Paul's always
I don't
pulling
wanna
Larry
be
David.
with you.
What was the other thing that happened? You were at Whole Foods one time. Cheppa was doing something to register, and Paul was like, "Oh my god!" And he ran out.
no, my
he
food
ran out of the
stamps.
store.
Oh no! The woman goes, "Is this debit or credit?" He goes, "Neither. Food stamps."
Paul ran away.
I just felt like he said it with so much pride. There's nothing wrong with food stamps, of course, for the people that need these services. Maybe not you, but you know. But he said his debit or credit, and neither. This is my food stamps. It's just like a light when it goes ding 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 ding. Food stamps, food stamps.
Yeah, we're.
Well, also, we went to the iPhone store one time.
Oh my God.
Ron and I were joking around, and so I'm like, I'm gonna go in there and ask for that because the iPhone 6 was coming out.
Oh, this is
It
so
hadn't come out
funny.
yet.
All day.
You gotta set
all
this
day,
up.
Yeah, all day you kept just taking off your sunglasses and going, iPhone 6 please, iPhone 6 please. iPhone 6 wasn't out. I already ordered it. We weren't going to the Apple store for it. It's just nonsense. And we walk into the Apple store. The guy goes, how can I help you? Seth pulls down sunglasses. iPhone 6 please.
And the second I turned around, bolt. The second I turned around, he was gone. He was in the corner of the store. He was in the corner.
I've done that. I've been with Paul so many times. We're like, we always embarrass Paul in
He's
the elevators.
standing in the corner, facing the corner,
Yeah.
as far as he could get.
I know. I've seen him do it. It's so funny. Paul is the best person to embarrass. Every time we go to Whole Foods in Santa Monica, we get in the elevator from the parking garage. Paul's like,
It's a
"Don't
really
do it.
slow
Don't do it."
elevator.
And sometimes
So slow. That door takes so long to close, and there's no fucking stairs to that Whole Foods. I stopped shopping there because I just can't deal with that elevator. I can't go with you guys. So the doors
every
close
time
immediately.
we get on, I'll turn around. There's a bunch of people in there with us, and I go, "Everyone, let's wish Paul happy birthday." And I start
Tries to
clapping,
get everybody to
happy
sing,
birthday.
yeah,
And sometimes you get like one guy's like,
Most
it's
of
so
the time,
awkward.
I mean,
And
if
just
I could
ignore
just,
me.
If I could just
Paul's panicking.
If I could just rip open the elevator and jump into the shaft wherever I want, I would prefer to do that. I hate it.
So the combination of embarrassed Paul and Cheff who will do anything in public for a dime is not a good
He came
combo.
back to that line at CVS, and I was like, get up, don't
Yeah,
stop
he goes,
staring with me.
Don't stand with me.
I don't want to be
Go away.
like
go away.
all these everybody else in line just saw this guy sniffing and poking around.
I was
When he
like,
gets
what are you
up,
talking
go
about?
stands next to me.
I go, nobody's
He's like, hey.
looking. I go, nobody's looking.
Everybody was looking. I was watching a line of people look at this. You're laying on the ground at CVS, reaching under the corner.
I was like, nobody saw me. I was like,
Everybody saw you.
I think everybody saw
And then
you.
it came out, and I couldn't tell if a guy was wearing a jacket or a trash bag.
That's Santa Monica
He
for
was
you.
wearing
Wait,
a jacket.
Where were you?
It was
That's
1 million.
Los
It was
Angeles
1
for
million
you.
% a jacket. It was just shiny.
I thought it might have been a trash bag with sleeves or something.
Oh my god.
That was probably one of those little old fake leather jacket plastic things. It's probably a DJ.
What about the time where we went to you weren't there. We went to Mohawk, and so Seth also brings
Bogus.
No, Mohawk.
That place is
not
great.
Mohawk. That place
they
is
got
tight.
a great veggie burger.
They got a great everything.
Beef house.
It's not a beef
It's not a beef house.
So
We just set up what a beef house
no, I didn't
is.
want to talk about the beef house.
Episode 4, beef houses.
So we went there, and
Did I tell
Seth.
you the other day I had a pain in my sinus? I was like, I was like, I'm getting allergies again. And then I kept going, or whatever you do.
Or whatever you do. What are you talking
And
about?
then all of a sudden this pain traveled from my nasal passage down my throat into the roof of my mouth. I was like, and it came out. And I went, and I spit. And there was a nostril hair in my spit.
Ew!
And a nose hair came down
That
my spit.
happens? I've never had that happen.
Yeah.
It really grossed me out. I told Carrie and she didn't care.
I think I've had that happen.
Carrie doesn't care about anything.
So hey,
Carrie's our #1 fan.
So hey, when we went to
I don't know about that.
She's the only girl I know
who's
that's
Carrie?
like Carrie.
Carrie who?
Oh,
I'm just
God.
saying that to piss her off.
Oh. She's one that doesn't care. She's a girl that we know that is like the coolest.
Let's not, you know.
Well, she
not
hangs out with the three of us alone. She hangs out with the three of us alone. The other night we went to get food with her, and this is what was happening the whole time. Blah, 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 and she was just sitting there hanging. No girl does that.
I was gonna say about Mohawk Bend when we went there, and when we go out to restaurants, since Seth he wants to be with the iPhone people and can't afford food, he brings his own food, which is so rude. You can't bring stuff out. So he brings out these beans and these tortillas, and they're bringing over our food. I was like, you can't eat that at the table.
And his
She goes,
girlfriend yelled at me.
yeah, we all yelled. He goes, fine, I'll go eat in the bathroom. So he went and sat on the toilet eating beans.
I couldn't sit on the
We
toilet.
banished him.
That's so
I
sad.
went to the counter where people like change babies or something.
No, you ate in the bathroom one time too. I've heard that
Changed
story.
it. No, he was in the bathroom.
I went into the bathroom
On the baby
where they
changing
changed
station.
the baby's shelf or something.
Yeah.
The baby.
It was kind of nice. It was
that's where
perfect
they
level.
change
It was like right
babies.
up-
Oh, you ate at the baby changing station?
It was like a shelf where you put things down.
It's the
Your
baby
shitty
changing
diapers.
station.
It wasn't that plastic thing that folds. It was just like a nice shelf.
You did eat your food in
A
the
nice
bathroom.
shelf.
though,
I
right?
ate
If
it
people
in the
come in
bathroom.
and go, oh, there's a man eating in here. You know how many poop fumes are in there? You're a germaphobe.
So many
I
poop
can't believe
fumes
you
in
ate
there.
well
Oh my
poop
God.
fumes and
I mean,
pubes
did anybody?
and
Imagine coming in,
urine?
seeing a guy.
blocked it out.
I mean, also like pinto beans that are black beans look very shit-like. I
It's
imagine
kinda
someone
cool.
walking in and seeing this guy spreading this on
Oh,
his freaking
I like that.
tortillas.
I like that bathroom.
It is a cool
I don't-
cool bathroom.
What does that? So
That bathroom, someone opened the door on me when I was pooping once because I didn't lock the door right. They have those doors in the stalls. And I was sitting like this, and then this guy just opened the door. I was like, oh, all right, whoops.
I
That's
took a
happened to me
dump at the
so
park.
many times.
I took a dump at the park where it's just prison cell things. There's no doors. It's just walls that are only like 3 feet high.
I couldn't do that. I saw those.
What do you mean?
It's just like a wall you can walk over and see in. I am so nervous
There's
about
no
pooping in
doors.
those.
Well,
Tissue.
how about the fancy bathroom in Belgium? I was in
that's
Belgium.
so funny.
Super nice restaurant. This
With Tony.
with Tony. We were talking about these people took us to this super nice dinner. It doesn't matter why, but they had these.
Because you were directing a commercial.
Doesn't matter. They're these really nice, like frosted doors where you can see through them, and then when you lock them, it frosts over.
That's
you can
so
no longer
cool.
see through. So this is the stall right here, and this guy walks in. And he goes and he sits down on the toilet and he goes to lock it and he doesn't turn it all the way. So he could still see all the way through it, but he thinks he's locked it, so he's just sitting there taking a shit. And me and Tony are looking at it, we're like, and I'm looking right in his eyes! He can't see me.
Why can't he see you?
The inside is like a different kind of glass.
That's so wrong. That's backwards design. It should not be fogged up.
He's just sitting
You
there.
should be able to see out.
He's pooping and shitting
Oh
and Tony's
my
like, we're
God.
watching this guy take a crap. And I'm like, we gotta get out.
Well, there's a lot of dirty shows over there in Belgium.
Yeah, that is true.
Wow, you saw that one for free.
That's
That's a good deal.
Pay for that
That's
one.
a good one.
You look at you walk at the guy and he's pooping and it's funny and stuff. But if a woman went in there and took a big dump, would you be able to watch or would you feel like...
I'd feel bad. It's awkward.
Yeah.
I can't watch a lady poop.
Perverted. Yeah.
It's
It's just a body.
I just feel sad. I feel bad.
I'm not gonna not look. for
Guys
a
are funny
second,
no matter what they
okay?
do. Pooping
Yeah.
and barfing. Girls, you feel bad for them.
Oh, I was going to tell you guys.
Don't.
Last week, I was feeling defeated or whatever. But I figured out...
Feeling defeated.
about
We need
myself.
Oh,
We
because
should
last
say
episode
why. Oh my God.
I guess we were kind of harsh because we're just all friends. We're always just yelling at each other all the time. But the episodes are focused on yelling
I
at
don't even care.
Seth.
I don't even care anymore because I don't really care.
When the camera stops rolling, it's all yelling at me for eating forked sausages all day.
And me for being.
A horny werewolf.
That's not why we yell at me.
I'm the horny werewolf.
So
He made you a horny werewolf.
Yeah,
he bit
I
you.
know.
apparently
but
we were
still.
too mean to Seth last week, and he poo-pooed about it for hours after this. After whatever you.
No,
guys
it
saw
wasn't
that
hours.
hour.
It was the whole week.
The whole week up until today.
It's pretty
he
telling
finally
though
sto-
that the camera cut off the footage and it was weird.
Why is that telling?
Because it's like Cosmos was like...
He didn't want us to
that
upload
And I
it.
still loaded it to
Did
the
anybody
internet.
think we were too mean? So now go ahead.
If we were
Let's
too
get-
mean
No,
last week,
I
let
was
us
feeling
know.
defeated.
I don't
now
care.
what?
It's not that I just felt like I got caught in this dark zone, and I was like trying to defend myself. And then I realized I don't have to defend myself. I like what I do, and
We don't want you to defend yourself. We
Yeah,
like you
who's
the way
asking
you
you to
are.
defend yourself?
And we think it's very entertaining.
No, but I felt like these people are gonna think I'm a loser, but I'm still doing things, art projects, and whatever that I like. But
I
the
love how
point
shy your
is,
voice is.
I know. What
Yeah,
happened?
you're probably got a bubble. Every time I'm yelling, I get
No, I think I was yelling.
slime in my throat.
What I was saying was,
Yeah, because I ate a fat chocolate
I
brownie.
figured something out about myself that I didn't know. I have the line of Mars on my hand.
What does that mean?
The line of
Did
Mars.
Jared teach you this?
The line of Mars means.
Oh, is that when it's a straight line? I have that.
The line of Mars means that I'm capable of overcoming insurmountable odds.
Don't use that word. Just because
Straight
Trevor
up.
said that about the car cover.
That's the word. I saved it on my phone.
How did you learn this?
What is the
Absolute
Mars line?
nonsense bullshit? Where did this come from?
Insurmountable odds. It says, and it's rare to have the line of Mars.
Wait, wait, see your line? Is it like mine?
It's this line right here.
On your palm? On your thumb?
I don't have it.
Do I have it?
Almost right here. It's on.
There's nothing for me to
on the
overcome.
thumb
I'm just
side.
doing well.
I have it. It's right there. It's this. That.
Is that you're left-handed?
It's
though.
You're
this.
really squeezing
It's
this
I
out.
this.
see your left hand.
It's on this
Kind
hand.
of might have it here.
I have it on the right hand.
But see how mine's like pretty like this.
So,
It's on your right hand too. I have the same line.
so does this?
left-handed.
Does this? Just
I'm
give
all
us-
handed.
So this
I
just
do
gives
everything
us
with
like
both
carte
hands.
blanche to make fun of
Hey, I can look
anything
closer.
that you do because you just know you're gonna overcome it because of where did you read this shit?
It's like a palmistry.
Where did you get this?
A piece of information
Oh,
Where did that
great.
broad information come from?
from a reliable source.
What reliable
Jared?
source, Jared?
No.
Zach?
This is from a respected.
Some
Source.
crystal.
Hey, definitely
what
not
crystal
respected for
place?
saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I know all about my lines now. I got.
Where did you find out? Just tell us.
I read it.
Where?
These two. I just want to say.
SteveGrule.com?
Both of these two, they're always like poo-pooing and being down. Oh, I didn't get that job. Or this thing didn't happen. Or, better go to the psychic. Better go to the palm
Gotta
reader.
go to
That's
psychic.
all these guys do is they go to palm reader, psychic.
I have a call next week with my psychic in Florida.
Cancel that call.
I'm not canceling it. I'm going to double it. I'm going to talk to her twice
You know
as
what?
long.
Seriously, talking about this kind of stuff, I feel like even on the drive home today, when I was coming up to the house, I feel like my brain or my awareness like kind of grazes the other dimensions. Like I'm serious because I'll feel my brain. I'll feel my brain like going into something, and it's like it's almost as if like
You play too much virtual
it's
reality.
like picking something up just for a sec, like a fridge. You can only hold it for a second, and you have to put it back down.
Yeah.
It's
So like you're peeking into another world?
Yeah, I'm just grazing it, like just peeking, maybe.
What are you seeing?
You're
like
you're just starting to lose your mind.
No, because
That's what
because
that
that's
is.
the same feeling that I had when I climbed out the window in the car that day. Remember?
Oh, why did you do that? I remember this
I was sitting
vaguely.
in my car and
Because the instincts told you to do it,
Song
and you're trying to do
came on.
another
Oh,
dimension.
yeah.
and I looked out my window and I was like, I felt that was another dimension because the way it looked just didn't look like where I had been living on Earth all my life. And so I climbed out the open driver's window of my car.
So why were you in your car? Because this is what you do in the
I was
afternoon.
sitting-
Jeff
one of
goes
the
and
late
sits in the
night
I
car.
was in the mud.
No. Are you sure it wasn't just sit in the driveway because you could sit in your car in the
I was
sun?
out in the of Griffith Park in the mud, that mud pit I hang out in. You know that dirt hole.
You know that dirt hole I hang
He
out
said it
in?
to us like we know. He goes, you know, the mud pit.
Did I ever
hang in."
show you that hole?
No.
Oh,
Didn't I ever show you that hole?
I thought I showed you. Anyway, I was
You
sitting
might
there,
have. I probably didn't look or care.
He's saying something crazy, and along the way he says something crazy.
and I looked out that window and I said, I feel it called to me. I climbed out that window and I had an experience.
You couldn't open the
No.
door. You had to climb out the window.
I had to
That
go
was
out
the way to get in
window,
there.
and my mind was telling me to go out the window, and I climbed out the window, and and then the wolves came to visit me. That's what it was. The spiritual wolves or whatever. They came up to me. Yes.
A real wolf?
No, it was like in the
Another dimension?
in the vision or whatever.
I know what's happening to you. I have very similar thoughts, and it's OCD.
OCD.
It is. When you're sitting in the car, you have this imagination and this like fun ideas, like and you're genuinely convinced because your imagination gets control of you, and it does it to me too, and I have to
If I
fight
don't
it.
go out the window, it's gonna mean.
And you
I'm
go,
not gonna,
it's a little bit of
yeah.
that. It's a similar thing to that, where it's
I
like,
know
I
that.
have to do this, if otherwise, or it's like, I'm gonna try it just in case, and I can't not do it.
Just so. Just
But you are so far into it that you don't even have that. You just
Confused.
believe it and you do it.
No, you're confused because I
Yeah,
know
no,
what he's talking
it must
about.
be you tapping into another dimension where these
I
wolves
know
are
what
running
he's
after you.
talking about. I've experienced that feeling, but this was different. This was like I wasn't like just doing it because oh man, hopefully. I was like I feel it. I feel this calling to me. I'm gonna
Feel
do this.
what?
I felt that dimension.
And did you
come
go to
in.
another dimension?
I think I did.
Were there babes there? What happened?
No, I said the wolves were there. I went out there, and the wolves like were hostile at first, and then I kind of expressed my energy to them, and they were like they felt my non-threatening presence, and they come to me and they shared intelligence with me.
Wait,
And then I'm back in the
you
room.
know what this is? An exact
What
mimic
intelligence
of...
did they share with you?
They were telling me.
You say your thing first, then answer that ridiculous
This is almost
question.
verbatim that Coast to Coast recording episode we heard, where on Coast to Coast, the Looney Bin AM radio show, where the woman calls in and goes, I hang out with Sasquatch and they communicate with me.
sounds like.
And
Yeah,
at first they were hostile.
This is different.
And then they told me secrets.
No, because she's saying she.
And then I lived with them.
Then why can't you take a picture? Oh, they don't like cameras.
Yeah.
So can you sneak one? They would know. She has a fucking
I
answer
know.
for everything.
I know.
And this
This
is you.
is-
But this is different
Exactly.
than that.
All right,
because this
so
it's a mental.
what was my question I was
Right.
asking? What did you just learn from
From
them?
the wolves, they talk. I'm trying to remember now. I can't remember. This
Oh, how can we? You
What a
remember?
great,
Just
yeah.
like the woman couldn't remember the exact location
Oh,
where
they
the
were giving me
Sasquatches were.
guidance to listen to my my intuition, my instincts, and that's when I started studying, and that's when things started all going right for me.
When have things ever gone
Wait,
right?
what's going right for you right now?
Remember that brief spell where I was like, oh man, I've been listening to my intuition, my instincts,
That's so
and
Yeah.
it's all been like just clicking and just worked.
Is that why the girl has
I
texted
won
you?
the lottery that week. I got the girl's
Excuse
number.
me.
Won the lottery.
Excuse me.
Can't say I won the
I
lottery.
did.
You got a scratch ticket,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, how much money did you win?
I don't remember, but I won.
I won the lottery.
Could you imagine
in
if I
the
called you
statement you don't
and I was
say.
like, Nathan, I won the lottery.
But you won $1 million.
$4 bucks.
What?
That's why you're weird. No one would ever say I won the lottery. And whenever,
It says California lottery on the
whenever sometimes people meet you for the first time, they're like, "Oh, is he doing a bit? Is that him doing a bit?" I'm like, "No, that's really."
No, but seriously, I know you're saying the ladies like, oh, I went to the woods and I combed Sasquatch's mane and like.
Yeah.
I don't physically say I pet those wolves. They came to me.
But they did
mentally.
teach you something,
Mentally.
and they helped you win the lottery.
Yeah.
$4. Those wolves are cheap. You only got $4 out of them.
No, I only spent I think $3 and I won like $9.
I hate to say that when I won $500 in a scratch ticket, he made me pull over.
That was part of that time.
That was when you were doing
That was
good.
within that.
You know what?
So you won the lottery twice.
Yeah.
Let's not forget
How much
that.
did you win?
$500.
$500. We
And
were driving
Cheff
around
hit
with
the
And
Tony.
also, wait, let me paint the picture. Chefford was in his underwear, straight up underwear, in the store, wet, because we just went in the water or
Cliff
whatever.
jumping.
We were cliff jumping, and we jumped off into
And
some water.
me,
Chefford's in his
Nathan, and
underwear,
Tony, and
and he goes,
Paul were
hey,
having a great time.
Paul, buy a scratch ticket. So Chefford
No,
brings
he's
scratch
cutting the
tickets
story
to his
dry.
underwear.
He's cutting it dry. We were driving by, right? I see a 7-Eleven. And I was like, oh, I feel it. I feel something telling me,
Fuck
go
you.
that. That's serious.
You paint
And then
such a
he
big
goes,
picture.
Paul goes, we're not going there. We're not going there. I'm like, come on, turn around. I tell you, man, we have to go there. Tony's like, come on, go back. And because Tony has a little more influence over Paul turned around begrudgingly. We went back in, and yeah, I was in my underwear. And then,
I was in my underwear.
and then we went in, we're searching for ice cream and this and that, and Paul goes, did you ask me if I should buy ice cream?
I got
I'm gonna buy a
a Snickers
scratch.
ice cream
Yeah,
bar.
yeah, he goes, I'm going to buy
That
a
was a
scratch
great
ticket.
day, yeah.
And then he called me over there. I'm like, yeah, get one. And then he's like, which one should I get? And I go, this one. Boom! I pointed right to it.
The
Bought that
expensive
ticket.
ones, the $10
Expensive.
ones. For the record, I do want to say on the record, I was planning on getting that one. I was
$20
always.
or that ticket?
I'm pretty sure I was gonna get. I knew I was gonna get one.
I know
I
you
knew-
wanted a $20.
Don't get too
I knew-
close.
Well, that's quieter.
I know you wanted a $20
I knew I
ticket.
didn't want a $20 one. I think I was gonna get the one that you said. Who can remember now? Either way.
But he asked me, and without a second's delay, without any hesitation and questioning, I went, boom. Got that ticket, started scratching that baby, losing our mind. $50.
I'm good. Wait a minute. I was like, it's a winner.
It was the most
It's another winner.
scratch.
It's another winner.
But every scratch was 50. He just kept going. The whole time says next to me, he's screaming, he goes, it's gonna be $1 million! It's gonna be $1 million! The whole
Yeah,
time.
and it's like going,
It just keeps going 50, 50, 50. It's
and
like,
then
oh,
going,
50.
Big Mama's house! Big Mama's
Yeah,
house!
because I was waiting for the big reveal of like lifetime or
Yeah,
something.
but it was 500. I mean, it was a super
$500
satisfying scratch.
ticket.
Okay, so I want to ask,
And that was all found my
how
instincts
much was
from the
I?
wolves.
How much was I entitled to give you of that scratch ticket? I'm wondering what people think. It was
How much were you
$500
like,
winner.
Paul paid for it,
Like,
Chevin picked it,
Well,
and
Chevin
Chevin
said
wanted
I
to go
feel
get
the
it.
station, and he picked it.
I'd
in.
say half.
Also, first off, when he pointed to the $20 one, and I went, "Yeah, I want that one." He was like, "Oh no!" He goes, "Don't get the expensive one." He backed
I
off.
know.
at
I
that
said,
moment. And I
really?
said-
You gonna buy an expensive one?
So
Because I felt like I'm guilty. I was making him buy it.
I gave him $150 plus I paid for his water park ticket and I paid for Tony's water park ticket.
But
That's like $250 right there.
Yeah.
But you were gonna give me 200, and you wouldn't because you knew I was gonna give 50 of it to Tony to buy his ticket.
Oh yeah, because Tony was cheap. Tony's also
Because you didn't want to
cheap.
pay for Tony's ticket.
Why didn't I
And you
want
didn't want me to pay for his ticket because you didn't want him to be cheap because he was buying
Yeah,
coins.
because I had.
Oh yeah, Tony wanted us to pay for his flight to come hang out with us. He
Well,
never comes to hang
for
out
the
with us.
record, I told him we would do that.
And he threw me. I didn't ever sign up for that. And Tony. Wait, Tony's going. Hey, Weasel, you gonna give me money for a ticket? I was like, I never signed up for that.
The only way I could get our friend to come on here is I go, well, I'll split the ticket with you.
And that's when Tony, our own friend, cheapest man alive, came out because we were paying
If
for
Tony
it.
ever watches this,
and I didn't
I'm
pay for
good
that.
for that. I'm still gonna say.
No, he's not.
I gave him $150.
You're stupid.
Why? I wanted
Because
to.
Tony is
You're rich too.
Tony
You
is,
should have given him some money.
Tony is an adult man with a wife.
But he doesn't
He
make
can
as
pay
much
for
Yeah,
something.
I was pissed that he wouldn't pay for his flight all the way, but on the way back he goes, "Can we stop at this guy's house? I want to buy some coins."
You know, I wanted to buy pennies. You wanted to buy a bag of pennies. And he had the same conversation. He's like, "Hey Nathan, you gotta give me some money for my flight." No, if you're buying pennies.
Yeah, but then he backed off about coins.
Yeah, he let that go. Is he gonna watch this?
I don't think he watches them.
He doesn't web too
I
much.
mean,
He doesn't even text us back. How can he have time to watch a podcast?
Stop. Sorry, I
forgot.
I thought we all were gonna split his.
How do you know how long we've been going?
I have a timer.
Do we have to talk about an invention
We're about to hit 53 minutes.
on the timer?
We're at 53 minutes.
We started earlier though.
Yeah, it's
Started
at
an hour.
43, so
Oh,
it's about
okay.
53 minutes
Do
long.
we have to do an invention?
Do you have another invention to talk about?
There's one other one that I know that drives me. I mean, there's two. One we're never gonna talk
Not
about.
the phone.
The phone's not.
The
no.
phone can't be talked about.
We can. I mean, if
The phone
if
is
enough
stupid.
people want to hear about the phone, we'll talk about the phone. But it's not an invention. It's nothing. I have the.
It's absolutely an invention.
No, it's
not
not.
an invention. I have
No,
this-
it's not.
I have the stupid book one. His book one.
Oh, that one's good. I don't remember, but
Wait,
everything you've ever
now,
said is
seriously,
funny.
I know you laughed at me last time I said that, but this is a really good idea, and I don't know if the people with the technology and the abilities are going to do this.
No one's gonna do any
And
of
it's
your
so much
inventions.
easier than
Oh
the
my
cars.
God!
I had an invention once. What was my invention?
I had a great invention. I actually don't want to say mine out loud, but mine was
Oh, just hoods?
No, not that.
No,
That's cool too.
No,
That's
my invention was an oscillating fan where you
yeah.
can set the parameters of oscillation because it goes over here, then over here.
Yeah, yeah.
I had these two little ones, so you can just do a little.
I'm surprised that someone hasn't done
That's a
that.
pretty good invention. It probably exists.
I would invest in that invention.
Seth's invention. I hate this so much because
I don't know
first
why
off,
I hate it. It's a good idea.
it invests in a dying technology. That's why I hate it. It's
Oh my
wildly
God, this
expensive.
is reviving that technology.
Seth's invention is every book has a thumbprint scanner
Oh,
in it.
this is so
No.
complicated.
It's not. Well, yeah. But if
Let
you
me
want to touch it
explain.
in any specific place, you just pick it up.
The whole thing is a giant thumbprint scanner. And you pick up the book, you pick up The Hobbit, and when your thumb touches it, it reads it, and it knows, oh, it's Paul reading it. And when I turn the book over to read the description, it caters the description of that book to me. Like if so it immediately scans all my online data. Oh, Paul's really into
Game of Thrones.
yeah, or like
Orange.
Why the Last Man?
whatever. Yeah, they'll be like,
Sports cars.
they'll tweak the description
Car
to be like
covers.
post-apocalyptic. They'll
Sports
make it
car
more tailored
covers.
to me. So this involves every single book having microchips in it, fingerprint scanning all over it.
Every single phone has a microchip.
Every book has
How much
access
is a
to
phone?
the
How
internet,
much is a phone? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
good
every
one.
book
It
has,
has- it has to
every
have-
book has to have Wi-Fi in it.
and it has to have your Facebook and all your other data stats, all your interests, like all that kind of
Yeah, but
crap.
Wi-Fi's easy.
It's in the book. You're basically making
What
a computer.
stupid thing to say.
A
It's
computer.
everywhere now.
Yeah, but the book doesn't have.
Everything has Wi-Fi. Cars have Wi-Fi. Even digital cameras
But
have
Seth,
Wi-Fi.
the book itself.
How much do those cost? How much is your car digital camera?
What about a cell phone?
This cell phone was $600.
No, I'm talking
How
about
much is your
Goodwill. I
book?
get a phone to
Goodwill. You can't use
$4.
Goodwill presents.
Those don't have Wi-Fi.
10 years
Jared's-
old.
Jared's flip phone, brand new. You can probably buy it $20.
So,
So alright, so okay, that's how this has to be made.
$20.
This has to be made on 20-year-old cell phone technology.
Yeah,
Well, it
that's
won't
fine.
work. It
If
won't
you're
work.
older, you can go to Garmin GPS technology. I don't know. You can go
All
older.
these
It's gonna,
books.
you're gonna hold your thumbprint on it for 20 minutes as it's trying to process your information.
Yeah, that's quick. It's
And
fast.
every
It's not
single book.
Garmin.
That's the scientist
Hey,
thing.
Yeah, that's basically when you go, all the scientists will figure it out.
I don't know
Asshole,
computer
asshole,
stuff.
every
Trevor-
book is going to cost
Trevor
$100. Because they're all going to have
No, they're gonna
Wi-Fi.
be the same price.
Yet they have a computer in them.
Yeah, because they're gonna lower the price of the book and then increase and add that lower price in the computer stuff, and then it's just.
So when I pick the book
What
up,
are you saying?
it knows that
You're
I'm
going to add the price?
You know, you got a paperback. It's $7.99. Okay, so the book now is $3.99, but then the computer people charge $3.99 as well.
Get the calculator right. You can't.
What the fuck is he saying right now?
He's saying the book.
You're telling me this
The book
extremely...
will lower its price because of the technology that's added.
No, but is he telling me the book is actually cheaper?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable! You can't just say things!
Yeah, of course you can. You can just say, I like the same thing when we write a show. Jeff goes into the store and he takes the bag of bread.
You can't just
can't
say
do that.
things and then be real, though. So a paperback book, or a paperback book with a computer in it, your computer one's cheaper, you're telling me.
The book?
How?
The
Because
book. The
they
book
lower
portion.
the price of the book. And
To
then
compensate for the
and
expensive
and
computer
then
that's attached to
So
it.
your book's
How much does it cost for the consumer?
$7 is the book.
Yes.
And for a regular old book, $19.99 book.
Okay,
$7.
yes. Why would you
Now-
say 7, then
What was the
99?
Cheff book? How much is the Cheff
Now
book?
the Cheff book is $7. But now the book is $3. Then we charge $4 to the computer people.
Can you follow
The
this?
total cost.
I can't follow it. I'm sorry.
The total cost of the book is $7 again.
What?
Why are the book people willing to take such a lower price?
Because they're gonna sell so many more books.
No one's gonna do this.
Because they're
No one's gonna order.
quintuple, there, whatever.
Also,
Sales.
books are dying. Books are not.
That's why this is such a beautiful idea right now.
Oh my god.
Because it's gonna increase.
And how heavy is this
Yeah,
book
You
gonna
go
be?
and you read book and you pick up The Hobbit and you get the impression that there's all kinds of bikini babes.
And then you're ripped off when you read it.
Yeah, when I find there's no bikini babes in it.
No, it doesn't matter because those words are in the book.
Right.
Oh, so it takes the word bikini and puts it here in the subscription.
It
It's
doesn't
false
matter.
advertising.
You know, people who sell stuff don't care. You know, they sell the Flowbee. It doesn't work, but they still sell it.
So you're basically selling a crappy product that's false advertising.
Do you
No,
know,
the
like,
book's still good.
this is also a
These
book.
business should write in the
But
back.
only the people that like
Don't take this. Don't really read this back.
The only-
for what this is.
The only flaw I can see is that
People are gonna get mad. if we start now.
Bookstores are barely around.
well,
anymore.
that millions of people could be buying books that they absolutely would hate. It's like,
Yeah.
because it's like.
Also,
False
bookstores,
advertising.
like music stores, are.
But I'm not
going
doing it
away.
for that. I'm doing it for the people to make money. I don't know. I'm just a
You
money
can't say-
man idea. I guess.
Did you hear what you just said right there? I'm just a money man idea, man.
I think Joseph liked this idea. Didn't
No,
he?
he didn't. No one likes this idea.
I
It's
think
absolute nonsense. No one would ever pay for this.
Joseph
It's
likes online
such
stuff.
expensive technology for a dated product.
How heavy is this book with all that technology attached to it?
No difference in weight. I knew it.
Because that's what you want, right? You want it to weigh the same. So we'll give it to consumer what they
How
want.
much does it cost? They're free.
Well,
How much does it cost? We pay you to take them. Why?
What is it made out of? Is it glass? Is it like an iPhone touchpad thing?
It's like
Like
cool,
this?
You
like
can't be
future.
this stupid.
You know, it's
Is
like that.
every page
kinda-
made of that
I
stuff?
No,
see
just
it.
the cover.
No, I
That's
see
the only
it.
part
Yeah,
of
I see it being like that stuff that when you look at it like this, it changes.
Like old VHS, like hologram.
hologram.
I see it being like that.
A hologram.
That
The hologram
technology.
stickers.
And the whole thing is a thumb.
Does Joseph ever see these? Ask Joseph. Tell us if you like my idea.
He doesn't. I promise
He
you.
likes
he
my
doesn't.
idea.
No, he doesn't.
Like when I drove you around in my chauffeur.
Oh, we gotta talk about that. We gotta say that for another
We should
episode.
save that for another episode.
Episode
I
4.
thought you were fucking late. We're episode 4.
Wait,
We have to talk about that.
Episode 4 is the Cheff Chauffeur. Chauffeur.
Cheff
Chauffeur Cheffin. That was
So,
the
what do you
funniest
think
book.
about Seth's invention there?
If you like the
Absolute
Cheff
nonsense?
book, would you buy the Cheff book or not? Tell us what you think, if it would work, if it stinks.
You can't say, would you buy the Cheff book? Because if it costs the same thing, people might say, yeah, I guess.
But then they're gonna be sorely
So the question
disappointed.
is, could the Cheff book ever exist in our current society?
No.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I guess anything can exist nowadays, but it's not gonna last very long.
I am capable of defying insurmountable odds.
Oh,
I'm not
dang
saying-
bomb.
I'm not saying you couldn't make a book that did this, but for every book to now be outfitted with outfitted?
Yeah.
Outfitted with
Outfitted.
Wi-Fi and thumbprint
In
scanners.
touchscreen.
Everything else does.
Not to mention, this goes against all his principles of like that web hacking.
Yeah,
I won't buy that book. I'm serious.
Every time he gets a car cover, he goes, "Well, it's not for me."
Because what does that matter?
Do gymnastics up in the air from those 2 poles.